We've just updated the Maze puzzle tool, adding the ability to create interactive PDFs for the Kindle Scribe, as well as the ability to save, load, and delete settings, making it quicker than ever to create your books and ensure consistency between books for your brands. This video will give you an overview of the different types of mazes you can create with this tool. Future videos will give you a demonstration of how to create each type of maze inside a book creator. The first type of maze you can create is a rectangle maze. You can select between rectangle, hexagon, or triangle for the inside shape of this maze type. You can set the maze width and maze height for these types of mazes, with the values ranging anywhere from a 5x5 size maze to a 40x40 sized one. The next type you can create is a diamond-shaped maze. You can select between rectangle, hexagon, or triangle for the inside shape of this maze type. You can set the maze height for these mazes with values ranging between 5 and 40. You can also create triangle-shaped mazes. For this maze type, you can either have the point at the top or the side at the top. You can set the maze height for these mazes with values ranging between 5 and 40. The next type of maze you can create are hexagon-shaped mazes. For this maze type, you can either have the point at the top or the side at the top, and select between hexagon and triangle for the inside shape of this maze type. You can set the maze height for these mazes with values ranging between 5 and 40. Lastly, you can create circle-shaped mazes. You can select between easy, medium, and hard for this maze type. You can set the maze radius for these mazes with values ranging between 5 and 40. Each of these maze types are highly customizable. You can select your start and end point or have the openings randomly selected when your mazes are created. You can choose to end the maze at the middle of the maze instead of the bottom, and you can also specify the words placed at the start and end of the maze. Another input for your mazes is the elitism tendency and the river tendency. You can use these inputs to control the difficulty of your mazes. The elitism tendency controls the value of the solution path. The values for this input range between 0 and 100. The smaller the value, the longer the path through the maze. In this example, you can see that an elitism tendency of 50 gives you a fairly straightforward path from the start to the end, but a value of 1 rambles all over the maze between the start and end point. The river tendency controls the length of the dead ends in the maze. This input could range between 0 and 100. The smaller this value, the shorter the path of the dead ends. In this example, you can see that a river tendency of 50 resulted in a longer dead end path, while a river tendency of 1 resulted in a shorter dead end path. Experiment with all the inputs to get the mazes just the way you want. I can't wait to see all the amazing maze books you create. And that wraps up our overview of all the different types of mazes you can create with our maze tool. In future videos, we'll give you a demo inside a book creator for creating each of these maze types. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Your journey to crafting journals, planners, logbooks, and more starts here. Get going now with a free 3-day trial at abookcreator.com.